All right, can you guys hear me? I'm not sure how much time I'm going to have because I bent my, I bent the damn USB connection cable, the end of it, when I was putting it in my camera tonight and hooking it up on my monopod from the ceiling, and maybe I disconnected something because it's plugged in. It's plugged into the AC power, but I'm getting low battery, so I might end up just dropping off of this unexpectedly and then have to go find a new place where I can buy a new cable for this thing if that's what the problem is. But I am plugged in and everything's on. So so we'll roll as long as we can. I have no idea what's going to happen with this thing now. But we shall try. Hey, little girl. Hey, baby girl. You want to lay down here with Mommy again? I'm going to do a cleanup print. I know, right? What are you going to do? I'm going to do this cleanup print, and then I'll do a little quick review of what I have and what I'm doing, just in case we plummet to the earth. I don't know, Gene. I got it, but I got an error saying that my battery was low, and it just so happens that's the cable that I bent today and tried to bend back into place. Now I just put on just some titanium buff golden fluid acrylic. Which is what I like to use to do a cleanup print. And get all those yummy bits of stuff off of there. All those shadows from all the designs I've done tonight. Why are those little X's showing up and everything, Jean? See the little red X over Pamela's Fine Art? It's fineartstore.com, actually. Fineartstore.com. And link, you know what? Maybe I have to enable links again. Oh no, it's still enabled. Last time when I dropped off, it messed up my link setting. There you go. And this one I rub and press really hard on. And actually, while it's sitting here, let me show you what I mean about this little guy. There's so many rings in this stamp, it almost kind of looks like a fingerprint. And last night when I was first jumped down here and it was stamping like a mad woman when I first got them. I juiced this puppy up, and I'm going to juice it up to show you. No, I didn't click any X's. Oh, good. Good, Jamie. Oh, okay. I don't know. It's a little X on like the first letter of a word, and it wasn't even the P on penis. So I got this really juicy. And I went to print it. Now, of course, that one printed okay. But I had it really juiced up. And that one printed okay. Okay, I'm just psycho. Anyway, it kind of got blobbed like it was almost like a black dot instead of those concentric rings. But the lighter the pressure and the lighter the ink on it, the better it seemed to print. Just a little tip in case you get... Well, you will get that one if you get the number 2 sheet it's on. So they're going to be on my Etsy shop, the red sheets of stamps. Hopefully they'll come in Monday. They're on their way. I was hoping it would make it for today. Oh, okay. Okay, Joyce, thanks. Huh, that would have been a hell of a note, hitting all the red X's. Wonder why nobody's on my stream with me. Christ, I forgot what I was saying. But anyway, I was taking pre-orders by way of email or private messaging me on Facebook. Not on the chat because I won't be able to keep up with it. And the first 10 that want each of the sets will get the first order, and then I'll reorder. And the reorder will only take like a week for me to get them. I don't know the shipping yet because, well, I don't know. I have to... I'll take a set into work with me on Monday and get the guy in the postage in the mail room to weigh them for me. Oh, okay. Good to know, Jean. This one's about ready to come up, and this should just about clean off my plate. When you let all those little bits that are on your plate dry, and then put a layer of other paint that you want to use to suck all that off with, it'll mostly clean up your paint. I mean plate. Yeah, most of that's coming up. Ooh, look at you. Oh, that's pretty cool looking. It's a lot of shimmer in that one from all those different little bits of PBO I added in the... and you can see faint layers of all different sorts of images that I put on there with the stamps. And the stencils even. You can see this bigger one on here. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's real faint, but that big Outback stamp with the lines that come out of it. That's kind of cool. So, while I'm still hooked up here, I think what I'll do is go back and stamp over some of those printed images here. Where did that one just go? Oh, there it is. I'll put that over there and let it dry. I was hoarding them for a while, Shell, whatever, I'm sorry. And then I had a stack about yay high, which looked like about 4 reams of paper. And then I start making those jelly journals and my note cards and envelopes that match. I have some of those on my Etsy shop too. Yeah, I know. I see it. I'm afraid to move it because I think it's actually connected now. But that you're right. I do have the cord hanging in there. Dorothy, I'll be happy to ship it there. I'll just have to figure out how much it is to ship it. And if somebody wants them there, I'm happy to do that. So far, I was saying earlier that so far every time I've shipped something to the UK, I've underestimated and lost money on the deal. But I'll keep trying till I get it right. So anywho, let's see what we can do here. So this is Undulate and the crop circle one. Let's throw some stamps on there and see what we see if that pulls it out. I like this little stamp, this Undulate design. When you see the whole stencil with this across the whole page, it does look like the paper just... I always use the archival ink Scrappy. That seems to work pretty good for me. And you know what? I have these stamps now, but I'm not really a big stamper. Just seemed like the next thing to do. Never claimed to be that smart, honestly. So let's put a couple of these on there. Yeah, I do too. couple stays on. That's what that purple one was that wasn't working just right for me. Maybe if I sniffed them more, I'd like them better. Yeah, not my most wild pattern, but it looks kind of cool close up. I don't know if you guys can see the background designs of those stamps in there as well, if they're showing up that good. That one's kind of busy. Busy bee, busy bee. Let's see. Let's try this one. This one is this one and this one. So let's try. So I'm going to take this target here and just put that on the opposite side of where it is over there. This comes out a really cool, crisp circle design. I really like this one. I know. I do that a lot of times too when it's just me here doing stuff. But it makes a lot less racket, I can tell you that much. But I get it on my hands a lot more, it seems like. Now these I'd probably just tear up and use in collage, so I'm not really looking at it as a whole canvas. I just wanted to see what it would look like with the opposite stamp in paint on the opposite ink stamp. You know what I mean? Like the circles here and the circles in black here. And vice versa. So let's see what we have here. Pac-Man and Orbit. Come here, honey. Now I wonder what this would look like if I actually tried to stamp in the stamp in the stamp. I don't think I can eye it up with these wood ones though, honestly. That's just a crapshoot right there. No, it's all, oh, but it kind of looks like a shadow. No, hang on. That's kind of cool. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it kind of looks like a shadow, a white ghosted shadow around the other image. Jen, oddly enough, I think I might have understood that. Stamp the thingy with the thingy and the other thingy. Where's my corner dot? There it is. Yeah, it kind of does give it dimension, doesn't it? I'm going to try doing that with this too. Oops, that one was kind of cockeyed. Oops. What am I not doing here? There we go. Yeah, not bad. Oh, you know what? I got to make beans. So Dave's away this weekend at a golf trip. I'll back up my story a little bit. It's a 3-day golf trip, and it's actually 4 generations of the same men go to this golf tournament. Now he comes home Sunday, But with him Sunday, he will be bringing 24 of his closest golfing friends with him for a cookout here. So one of the things I'm gonna make, I make it every year for them when they come over, is this bean recipe that I have, and it's so good. It's an old recipe. I got it back in the 70s when I worked for Seagram's, and it's you brown a pound of bacon, a pound of ground beef, and then cut up a small sweet onion and put that in there and let that all brown, and then drain the fat. And then you take a can of baked beans, lima beans, butter beans, and dark red kidney beans, and some ketchup and some brown sugar and some vinegar, and toss that all around. I sprinkle a little extra on brown sugar on top, and then bake it. Mama, that's good. Okay, we have a little, I'm going to try to do a color. A color. That's some good beans there. I don't have too many green ink pads, but a video making beans. I'll have to start my own cooking video channel. Lordy, nobody wants that to happen. I'm an okay cook, actually. Yeah, there are some single ones in there. Babe, what are you sniffing about back here, honey? You're getting brave now. Okay, let's see. Ooh, I got that inked up pretty good. Let's see what this does. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's really like a shadow. Ooh, I like this one. Not that I didn't like the other ones. I'm just saying. Of course, if I inked up the whole damn thing, it would probably look better. Oh, I was just reading the chat now. I was thinking, what's she talking about, Dave? Sniffing something. See, that's how rumors start, people. It was my dog, B-A-B-E. Oh my God, that's funny. Babe, these crazy ladies are talking about you. Did you know that, honey? Hey, that looks kind of cool with that green with the white shadow. Can you guys see that? This damn cord's in my way. That's kind of cool. Now, let's see. Do I have a different color green for that one, or should I use black? Maybe I'll pop a black on that one. See, that's how rumors start. Babe, Dave, they do kind of sound alike. Yeah, I like that one too, actually. That green on green. Jeans kind of convert me into a green person. Let's see. And this one, I have to talk to my girl at Rubber Moon. This one, I always like to orient it so this is coming off to the side. And the way I put it on the package, I can see why she did that. Because she did it exactly like I had it lined up. I know, poor Dave. Yeah, my husband's down here sniffing around again. Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh, cool. Me likey. Hello, lover. Oh, this is going to be my favorite, I think. Oh, yeah, look at that. A little bit of pop of black on there, but with a white shadow. And the green shadow and the green PBO. I like it. Oh, yeah, kind of does look like an on symbol, doesn't it? I like that one. I like that one a lot. Oh, here comes this one. This is the mess one. The one that looks like all kind of stuff. So this one, I can see all kind of stuff in this one, but Let me try something here. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but I'm going to try it. This bright blue. No, I really like this one too, Judy. It's just, if you'd see it close up, like what I thought it was going to turn out to look like, it doesn't, which of course, that's kind of the beauty of the jelly plate. But the undulates didn't show as much as I was hoping they would. I think it's the pressure that I put on it. But I really like the colorations of it. It's really quite yummy in that respect. I think I'm going to try to go over these with this bright blue. Oh, come on, Lou Jean. Come on now, girl. I have some really doozies of... Oh, flew out of my hand. Really losing my gription. I've been known to do some real doozies, girl. But, yeah, you know what? Figure at least I'm trying. Having fun doing it. If I screw up, it's a piece of paper. Nothing I'm going to shoot myself over. Yet. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, Pamela, tell them out. Move over, honey. Jelly plate's coming out. So, there's that one. Try to contrast it with a little bit of blue. So, what else do we want to do? So, here's where they came out. That one's still a little bit wet. My favorite right there. My fave. I like that shadowy kind of look. And this one, of course, I didn't do the whole thing, but I like the shadowing in that too. And I really like this. That's one of my favorite stamps, I think, because I'm a circle girl. It's all right. And then here's these single ones we did at the get-go. This is so cute. I love that one, if I must say so myself. There's the penis one. Don't start again. Oh, okay. I can do them. Show you. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? Oh, hang on a second. Ooh, hang on. Hold that thought. I just had Like, and this is the back of the stencil that I pulled off of there. Now I wonder, green? No. I should do something with a much better contrast on that. Hang on. Oh, hang on a second. You know what? I bought this 100 years ago, and I've never opened it up. I don't know why. Let's open it up now, shall we? Patty, can you show how to mount the set? Yeah, Erica, I will show that. I'll do that as soon as I get this little idea out of my head. I'll grab my stuff and show you how to do that. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to try to stay over here in this Alright. I guess it doesn't really matter. Yay. Watch me screw this pad up right off the bat. This one smells good. This one smells sweet. Now I'm going to be going around sniffing all my damn ink pads. I'll be high as a kite. That's kind of cool. Now I'm going to switch it around and go from this side. Oops. Let's try this and see what happens. Oh, I just had an idea. That's kind of cool. Me likey. Now I'm going to go over into the, graduate down to the blue-green side and see what happens here. Use my shirt to wipe this off. I know, Lugina, I like it too, huh? Hey, Regina. So now I'm going to go over here on this blue side. I'm going to go this way. Try to get those intersections of the blues. Change it up. Oops. Of course, that's not going to contrast as much, which I knew. But those are my colors right there. I love me some cold colors. Ooh. That pretty. That pretty nice. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Now I'm going to get these darker ones, but I'm going to go this way, I think, and get that purple up at the top. Crap, I got, hang on. Can you hear her snoring again? Knucklehead. Oops, I gotta turn this way. Look at this. I really like this. Who makes these stamps? Funny you should ask. That would be me. Woohoo! The stamp pad is Splendor, a colorful expression of you, it says. Suitable for the embossing process. This is called number 10 Circus by Tsukaniko. However you say that. You know what I mean? The TS word. Tucaniko. But it's called Splendor. It's still nice and juicy, and I bet I got this at least 2 years ago. But I'll be using that more often now, because look at that. I love this. You have to tell. What am I have to tell her? She's too busy playing. I got it at a scrapbook show. So who's Brow PR? What's your name, honey? What's your name, girl? So these are my stamps, actually. Brow? I'm not sure what to call you. They're mine. And is everybody seeing a commercial or just me? I'll keep going. There's 2 sets so far. I have a 3rd one ready to go. And these are images that reflect the same patterns as my line of stencils do. My Patti Tolley Parrish stencils that you can get at istencils.com. And this is the first set of stamps. They're on 5x8 sheet of red rubber. So you can buy them out unmounted and get all the designs on that sheet for $25. And this is the second set here. The same red rubber designs, $25 each. And it'll be on my Etsy shop. And my Etsy shop is Inky Obsessions. And I'm taking pre-orders upon request that you can either email me. Let me send you my email address. Oops. Because I don't have them up on my Etsy site yet. They should be in on Monday. But I've only ordered 10 of each. And they may be gone already from pre-orders. But if they are, I'll place another order right away. Oh, where's Scrapbook Expo going to be? That's where I got it. I forgot the name of the show. Where's that going to be? Anybody know? Yeah, shipping will be extra. And I'm only going to charge shipping whatever it really costs to ship them, but I got to figure that out. Especially for the international ones. Oh, crap, it's in Washington. That's a little bit of a drive. But I really like, this is now my new favorite one. Look at that. I love this. I might frame you. Okay, let me show you guys the stuff that you use to mount the stamps with. Hang on, babe, stay there, honey. Now, that was the dog, babe, not my husband, Dave. He never usually stays when I tell him to stay. Oh, sweet Jesus, I sat too long. Where the hell is this stuff? Okay, I got a little bit of this left. Okay, here we go. Oh, and if the best way to keep up with whatever I'm doing and news about anything, when I'm going to stream, when I have a new YouTube or a new blog post or all that kind of stuff, it's all on my Facebook art page first, which is also Inky Obsessions. Oh yeah, Babe's a yellow lab. And so it's on my, if you're on Facebook, go to Inky Obsessions and like my page, and then you'll see it in your feed whenever the first time I do anything. Yeah, thanks, Jamie. And there's the link for my where my eye stencils are sold. My stencils are sold on iStencils, rather. I must be getting tired. I'm talking all gibberish now. Bye, Dorothy. I know it's late for you over there. So anyway, here is, and let me see if I have another unmounted stamp that I could mount if I wanted to, that I don't want to, hang on. Hold that thought. Okay, just for demonstration purposes, I'll show you what you would do. So you get this stuff. Oh, that's just the cover sheet. Oh, I just got a little piece left on there. It's called Easy Mount Stamp and Store, and it's by Crafter's Companion. You can get it on Etsy a couple of places. You can get it on scrapbook.com. I don't think they have it at Michael's. I've never noticed it there. You'd think they would have it there, or Hobby Lobby, but I've never really looked or noticed it there. But it's called Easy Mount by Crafter's Companion, and it comes on a sheet, and it's this. It's very, very, very sticky. This is the gray side that goes against your stamps, and this is the back side. Or hang on, that's not right. This is the side that goes against your stamp. That's really, really not sticky at all. Did that age? What the hell? That's not sticky at all. That can't go bad. What the hell? That side's sticky as all get out. Okay, well, anyway, back to the point. Pretend this works. So you take this stuff, and I'm just going to do a little stamp. What's this on here? I have these little unmounted ones. These happen to be clear, where mine are red rubber, but you do the same thing. So you just take your stamp, and you put the back side and you only have to tear off as much of this as you're going to use, really. Put the back side down, and you try to use as little as possible, so you go right to the edges, because you got to cut off whatever doesn't stick, right? And then you cut around the stamp, which you probably can't see because it's clear. Right. Get on there. Alright, then you can trim it a little bit more when you get it off the big sheet. Alright, and then you don't have to be exact because that's not going to touch anything. You know, Jean, neither side of this is sticky. Oh, hell, this side is. Oh, merciful Lord. Oh, that is the sticky side. You piece of crap. What a dumbass. Okay, let's act like nobody saw that. Although it's sticking pretty good, I gotta tell you. Sweet Jesus, Jean, what would I do if you weren't here? You tried to stop me. You just didn't get there in time. Okay, put this bad boy over here, like you should. So you're pulling the blue side up, right? Sweet baby Jesus is right. Oh, for God's sakes. Yes, let me show you how to do this. Now, I should know how to do this now that I have my own unmounted stamp line. Sweet Mary. Oh, Jesus. Lord have mercy. And now you trim around this little ditty. Yeah, Jean, this feels better already. And to be honest, I've done that many times backwards. Yeah, I think what screwed me up is I went from that one piece to this piece and forgot by the time I got here. Ranger stuff is scrap. You know what? I've only ever been to one scrapbook expo, and they don't have them here anymore. And I don't recall, honestly. I bet if you went to the website for the show, you could see who the vendors are. So then once you do this the right way, you can then use, you know, a little hunk, one of these little plastic doohickeys. You peel this off. And now this will stick here, but then peel off easily. And then you ink up your stamp, and then you have a hard surface to use your stamps with. And it's much cheaper for you to do the mounting yourself. See, there's my little stamp. I hate reading instructions. See, there's your little stamp. And then you can peel it off of here, right? And store it on these, and you know what? These aren't labeled at all, and I forget what they're called, but there's very slick 3-ring pages that you can put this on, and it will pretty much stay on there. And you can store it, like you could do this whole set, and then just mount it and put it on here and put it in a binder. So, there's your somewhat screwed up lesson on how to mount stamps. Oh God. How I tickle myself sometimes, I gotta tell you. Like, how freaking dense do you have to be, people? Alright. Babe, you're encroaching on Mother's territory. How am I supposed to scoot under the table? That was Babe the dog, not Dave, my husband. Dave, my husband's at the golf trip, remember? Coming back with... It'll be raining men here tomorrow. I think there's 26 of those little rascals I'll be feeding tomorrow. Erica, I hope I didn't screw you up worse than trying to help you. Just watch what I do, but then listen to Jean. She's the one that saves me most of the time. So let's see, what time is it? 7 o'clock. I got about 45 minutes. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? Oh, I know, this is getting kind of good, huh? Not bad. Somebody wanted to see the antenna one, right? Let's do something with that. Can't believe I put it down there backward. Patty, if you wanted to make note cards from the last awesome stamping jelly, what would you need to... If you wanted to make note cards from the last awesome stamping on jelly, what would you need to do to reproduce? So Inky Zebra, when I do my note cards, and let me think, I don't know if you've ever seen them before, and I'm trying to think, since I reorganized where the hell I put them. That would be good to know since they're on my Etsy shop, and God forbid I sold some. I need to find the damn things. Hang on, let me take a little walk across here. Oh, jeez. I think I've organized myself into oblivion. No, seriously. Where in the hell did I put my damn cards? This is not good, people. Not good at all. Ah, crap. Alright, well, see, it's not just in my demos, it's just generally in my life that I screw myself up all the time because my memory is for shit, I'm telling you. No idea where I put them. But anywho, mine are, like if I do my note cards, this would make one envelope and one note card. And I wouldn't have any repeats. But this one is actually so cool that I might try scanning it with my scanner mouse, which I love. I don't know if to make some cards to mail out. Oh, look at you, Eileen. You so smart. Maybe I'll do that. Look at you. Oh, let's see. So let's say, for instance, I was going to make a card, an envelope. Let's use this one for no particular reason. This is what I do. Hang on, I got to grab some other tools here. Where the hell did I put those? Here we go. And a little paper cutter. Where would you be? I really am quite organized now, but my recall's not so good. There you are, you little pain in the ass. Come here. Okay, I'm gonna have to use... Oh, excuse me. Watch out, baby girl. Excuse me, please. Excuse me, please. Thank you. She's crowding me. Okay, what are you sniffing about? Huh? Okay, I'm going to have to use this one because I broke my smaller one. So, get out my big ass paper cutter here because I screwed up my other one. So I use the envelope punch board to make these. Good Lord, Judy, that's a fate worse than death. So I use the envelope punch board by We Are Memory Keepers to make my little cards. And I usually make them in an A2 size. So the little chart here tells you card size, paper size, and your first score line. And the beauty of this little tool, if you haven't used it before, is that it's unlike the Martha Stewart and other scoreboards with all the lines all the way across them, where you have to measure and score each time you turn it for all four sides. You only measure once on this board, and you flip it and punch and score on this one score line all four turns. And I'll show you what I mean, because it's very easy. So because I'm going to do the A2 card, I need an 1/8 and an 1/8 square. This is 8.5 by 11, right? I need an 1/8 and an 1/8 square. So there's 8 and 1/8. And I'm not going to worry about where this design falls in the card because when it's all turned around and folded, it's not going to make much difference anyway. There's 8 and 1/8 that way. And 8 and 1/8 this way. And then I take a little chunk of this piece and I cut off a little strip. This probably wasn't a good one to demo with. Shocker, I know. Because I won't have much color on the card with this one. But anyway, we will live. You'll get the idea. So you cut up your papers, and usually when I'm making a stack of these, I do all the cutting first. I get everything cut up, and then I have stacks of... Oh, shoot, I put that away, and I need to make one more cut, you dumbass. And the card is 4.5 by 5.5. So I buy these little cards here that are 6.5 by 4.5. So basically I just have to lop off an inch off of these cards, and then I have an A2 card, right? Okay. So, now I can get this humongous, I love this cutter, but whew, she takes up a lot of real estate. So, basically, you take your jelly print. Hey, Pam. That's a, what the hell is that thing called? Caterpillar. It's called Caterpillar. Like a caterpillar, but it's a caterpillar. And every time you go back and forth with the blade, it sharpens itself on that steel plate. And it's protected that you can't get your fingers under and cut yourself. So here's my 8 1/8 square sheet. So according to this, I score my first mark at 3 3/4. So you lay this puppy in here, wherever you want it. Find 3 3/4 there. Punch. I didn't get my score tool out of here. And you can put your score, what is that called? Oh my God, I just went brain dead. It's right on the tip of my tongue. You know, this thingy, you can find the score line right there and score, right? Just score one time down there. Turn this, you don't have to measure again. You want to line this little foot up into the groove of your score line you just did. And that makes the measurement for you. So you line that foot up with your score, punch, score, turn, line it up, punch, score, turn, line it up, punch, and score. And there's your basic envelope. But you also turn it around and it's got a corner rounder punch in the back. Right? So put it in there and punchy, punchy, punch, punch. And Viola, you got yourself an envelope. So now, let me get my little double-sided tape. Hang on. I'll just use this little skinny stuff. So then I just kind of look, because you're going to have a 4-inch side and a 5-inch side. And I just kind of look to see, okay, if that's the back, what do I want my flap showing? So I like this is with my design on my flap, right? So, bone folder, just thought of it. I kind of crease these down, crease this, and take a trusty glue stick. Glue stick these down. And I put a little double-sided tape in here that can be pulled off later to seal it. Now these envelopes, obviously if you're going to mail them, you'd want to put a white label on the back. For some of them, depending on what the pattern is, you could write on there and see it. But a lot of them are so busy that you really couldn't. See, there's your envelope. Groovy. But you could put a white label on there and mail it. But I think of these as like a little thank you card or something to go with a gift or something that you'd be handing someone, not necessarily always to mail. But if you certainly could mail them. So then I take my little card that I cut and then I find a chunk of design that will kind of match, right? And cut that to size. And then you can do it vertical or horizontal, whichever way you want to do it on your card. And then either glue stick or double tape, whatever I'm doing. Double tape this, or glue stick. Sorry. Glue stick that down. And then Viola, you got yourself a matching card and envelope. I really like the colors and how this one came out. But anyway, that's how I do mine, right? So there's tons of different ways to do them, but I don't know. I just kind of like them like that. I think they're really cute. And I have sets of 6 of these on my Etsy shop, but each one is individual because each one is a separate jelly jelly print. And they're all in 110-pound cardstock. But like if you really liked one and you had the ability to copy color on cardstock, then you could, you know, definitely scan this in or copy it onto cardstock and make a whole set that are all these. You know, that would be easy enough to do. I'm definitely going to scan that one. I love that one. But anyway, so there you go. You're welcome. At least that part I didn't screw up mostly. You should hear me when I'm down. Well, actually, you are hearing me what I'm doing down here by myself, or if I either have the tape running or I don't, but I'm pretty much saying the same thing whether you're here or not. Makes it a little more sane if you guys are listening though. I'm going to tell you. But yeah, that's how I do my little cards. So, and then you got a little, this one's not a very good example, but you know, if you'd have a big hunk of this left over for collaging or whatever, that'd be pretty cool. Jamie, thanks so much for posting all my links for me today. What do you have, Pam? A notch folder, envelope notcher folder thingy? What is that thingy you speak of? I may need one of those thingies as well. Okay, what time is it? 7:30. I got about a half an hour. Anybody want to see anything else, or we want to wrap her up? You know, while we're sitting here, I might make a few more of these jelly prints while I have a little bit of time left. And what do you think? I think I will. I'm going to clear off some work area here, though. When I organize down here, it stays clean up and organized about one day. Yeah, it does show the shimmer. That scanner mouse that I have, it does, it does. It's I'll show it to you. Well, maybe I will. Where the hell did I put that? Ah, here it is. Well, it's in my scanner mouse drawer, of course. It's a Halo scanner mouse. And it's got the scanner window is right here on the mouse. So, you know, where you normally put your piece of paper face down on the glass of your copy machine or your printer scanner, right, and scan it. Well, that's all well and good, but this is about the only size you can scan is your 8.5 by 11 on the regular home size printer scanners. Now, you could get a larger one, but they're very, very expensive. But with this, download the software that comes with it on the CD to your laptop, computer, whatever you got, and open it up, plug this in your USB port, and basically when the window comes up, thanks, Vaughn. Have a great weekend. I got this one at QVC, but you could Google it and see where else they have them. But I think somebody else got one on Amazon. But Halo is the brand name, Halo scanner mouse. Can you guys see that? There's some glare, I know. But what you do is you just basically take your mouse and try to line this up at the top, and you scan back and forth and start to go down the page, and you will see this as you miss a little spot. When you go back over it, everything scans and snaps right into place. You know, if you, because you can watch your screen and see what you're missing, and then you go back over it and hit that hole, and everything it's perfect. But I've done like all my collages that I do, I scan those in. Now they are tricky. I'll give you a heads up on that one. They are tricky because there's texture in them. And when you're scanning with this thing and you bump over a piece of texture, it loses its place where it is. So you have to quickly, because it's on a timer, there's a certain size that you can scan, but the size is determined by how long the scanner will scan. And that's how it comes up with the amount of, it's the time, not really the megabyte size. But you have a certain amount of time to scan the whole thing. And sometimes I scan those damn things 20 or 30 times before I can get remember where that last bump was that screwed me up, and be real careful going over that, and then keep going and try to make up some time going down. Does my name have a 1 after it? I don't know. Are you logged on twice, maybe, Pam? I see that. Deaver Dog -1. I don't know. Yeah, Pam, is yours a larger size? Is that my mojo too? You guys want to see my puppies? I show you my puppies. Hold on, now you're going to get drunk when I take this off the camera mount. Where's my mojo and baby? There's Babe underneath the desk watching. Oh yes, let's lick the ladies in the face. Come here, Mo. Here's my mojo. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute, I can't see you guys. Come here, Mojo. Come here. What a pretty boy you are. And there's little girl. That's my little girl dog. Yes. Hi. That's my Mojo and Sissy. Yes, we're good puppies. Mojo, is it time for your, you know what? Is it time? It might be time. There they are. All right, let me try to get this hooked back up here. All right. All right, where are we? Oh, hell, the commercial came on. Hold on. Hang on. I got my whole thing bumped out of place here. Oops, sorry. Hold the phone. This is such a delicate balance to get this baby just right. There we go. Coffee table cleaners, that's for sure. But anyway, that's my Halo mouse that I use, and the images come out unbelievably clear. The one particular collage that I did, I had some gold little tiny dots that I dabbed on Golden's paint and the gold iridescent fine with a little dauber, and they look metallic on the scan. It picked up everything. It really scans very clearly when you do it. But I got it because I did want to scan larger pieces. So now I can take those larger pieces. Actually, I might have some here in my drawer to show you that I, let's see. Reorg, where'd I put the reorg? Hang on, let me see if I can find those. Nope, not there. Crap, where'd I put them? Well, maybe I can show you. Oh, for Pete's sake. Well, kidding me? Crapola. So I reorganized all my collage pieces that I accumulate and collect and paint myself and all that good stuff into 3 drawers. I have a hot color drawer, a cold color drawer, and a neutral drawer. And I thought I put these, oh, is it them? In my neutral drawer. Here we go. And I did, I just didn't dig deep enough. So here's some of the scans that I did. And I scanned these on vellum. You guys might remember this, which the hell way did it go this way? This collage that I did. And I don't know if you can see that, but those little gold dots on there, even on the vellum, they look metallic. Now this camera doesn't focus as well as my other camera. This is a webcam. But anyway, this is on vellum, and this was just a painted paper that I did. Another painted paper, but these were big painted papers. They were the size of this newsprint, 20 something by 30 or whatever. And then when I printed them and resized them, I got them down to on an 8.5 by 11. This was another collage that I did that's on vellum. You can see the colors are there. Just have to turn this over and get it on some white so you can really see the colors. But those gold rings, that Golden's paint, and you can really see the metallic properties on these scans on those. It's really amazing how well this thing scans. That's just lines I printed out because I like to use black and white little lines in my stuff. But I will tell you, when you put it on the vellum and you go to put matte medium over it, it runs. It doesn't hold it on there. So I was going to try next time I used it to try to like hairspray it on that side and then try it and see what happened. But this was a jelly print that I scanned, and see that shiny, that's PBOs, that glimmer on there. And this is bond paper. This is copy paper that came out of my $100 printer upstairs. And you can see that shimmer, that PBO shimmer on that jelly plate print. That's just a blown up jelly print, but that was some Golden's paint too. That was this blown up, actually. And this is what I used for the banner on my Etsy shop. What kind of printer ink? Yeah, it's a 7520. I think it's an HP 7520. It's like $100. And yeah, inkjet. Hey, Sandy. But that was a jelly print that I did with that wipeout technique. And that's one I did. You can still see the little bit of the shimmery PBOs and some of that gator design there. I don't know if it's showing up on the camera or not, but that looks, you can see that shimmer. That was a part of a collage. I hadn't finished it yet. That's just a black and white piece. This was a collage I did. But these were all scanned. Oops, stencil coming out. Here. That one's my printer running out of ink. Just stripes to use. Other painted papers. That was a huge piece of painted paper that I did and reprinted. So I can just, you know, if I really like one. Now this one is the only one that I had that didn't come out right. Those were gold. And for some reason they came out kind of bronzy red on there on those lines. And I had never figured that one out. But anyway, that's some of the ones that I did and reprinted that I scanned. And those collages, by the way, they were, well, I have actually those red ones I have hanging upstairs. But they're this size, whatever this is. I think it's 12 by, I don't know, what is it? 14, 10 by 14. It's getting kind of bendy. I'll do something with that one. I have to cut it up. I cut up some of the other ones, and they really look cool when you cut them up in little pieces. And see, this was on that one collage. That's the piece that I printed and cut out again and put it on another collage. The original one's hanging upstairs framed. But then you can, you know, you can reuse all that stuff. This is that one other collage that I just showed you that I held white paper up underneath of it, torn up, and put on another collage, and the black and white striped papers that I print out. So it's pretty cool how you can reuse those. And the painted paper underneath here, that's just a piece of painted paper. All those marks aren't on this collage. That was just the painted paper. This is the collage piece. So it's kind of cool how you can, you know, just keep reusing your own art. We live in an amazing time. Look under, who said that? Pamela. Look at, look under PBO Studio Acrylics. What you need, Linda?
Nothing. I was just going to ask about having pizza. Can I have the pizza?
Is there any up there? Yeah, I didn't even know there was any there. Help yourself. But look under Studio Acrylics. PBO Studio Acrylics. They're there. They do have them. Model number of my scanner mouse. I don't know that there's... Hang on, let me look for you. It's called Halo Scanner Mouse. Model number Halo-118. But they have, on QVC, they had the mouse that was like a leopard print on the mouse, and, you know, snazzy ones. I bought one for a friend of mine that was a leopard print, and then thought, damn, I only have the black one. But, ouch. Have I posted all what somewhere, Pam? The pictures of my stuff? Hey, Pat. If you're talking about, Pam, if you're talking about pictures of all my art stuff, that's on my Facebook Inky Obsessions page. There's tons of pictures out there. And some of the ones, Pat Walker, I got a couple Pats on here now, on Amazon, actually are sold and shipped from Fine Art Store, but they screw you over on the shipping through Amazon sometimes. You got to watch that. Unless you're a Prime member and you get free shipping. Oh, I'm glad I looked in here. I just remembered I got to ship this. I made this. A friend of mine at work, she lives in New Jersey. And she and her husband adopted a little girl from Kazakhstan, and every year they go to this event for all the Kazakhstani babies that are adopted, and I don't know where it is this year, but she wanted me to make some of the wine totes that I have on my Etsy shop in the Kazakhstani colors. So I made this collage first, and then I scanned the collage, and then I used that artwork to have the wine totes made. And then she had me make lunch totes, and then I made her little tags, because she's going to, in the wine tote, she's going to get the local wine there, and put a little tag that matches this. So once I scanned this, and this one's a little bumpy, so once I finally scanned this, and probably had to cuss it, call it every name in the book to get the frickin' scan in from all the bumps, then I was able to use that image to make all that other stuff. And then I printed them out in little pieces, and with Photoshop Elements, I made them little, my small tag size of this like shrunken image, and then just made little tags for her that go in the wine bottles that match the wine tote. But anyway, that reminded me, I got to send this. I told her I was going to send this to her for her daughter's room. She can have it framed and give it to her. But anywho, glad I looked in there, because I keep forgetting to do that. Throw that over my pile. Any videos that show how you make the collages? I think I did a couple collages on a Ustream, Inky. I don't know if it was named. I think I did say something in the title about collages, but you'd have to look on my my YouTube channel, which is Patti Parrish, 2 R's, P-A-T-T-I-P-A-R-R-I-S-H. Yeah, and then if you sign up to follow me there, then you'll, every time I post a new video, you'll see it. Where did you get the old-fashioned shoes? Oh, I know which one you mean. I think. This one? Is that the shoe stamp you're looking at? Dreamy. I got the stamps. Did I get them at Queen's Ink? I don't remember. Hang on. I'll look and see what they are, whose they are. I have two of them, the two different shoes. Are these the ones? The boot, like I did in this? And then the ruby slippers that are kind of steampunky? They are Stampendous. They're by Stampendous. And this one's called Ruby Slippers. And this one is called Click Heels. I think I actually bought them at Queen's Ink. But I'm sure you can Google those and find them somewhere. I've seen them actually online recently. So the Ruby Slippers is W091. And the Click Heels is W090. So it's 90 and 91. But I really like those. Yeah, the boot. I love that boot. And here when I used it, I didn't want it to say click your heels on it, so I just didn't ink that part up when I did the stamp on this piece. I did. I actually just made one of my best friends lives in Australia, and her mom is there visiting now from Virginia. And I made her an iPhone case out of this print and sent it to her with her mom. Okay, what else? Do a little show and tell for my extra time. I got till 8 o'clock and then I really got to go. Have to prepare for all these men coming tomorrow. Oh, I better explain that to the newbies. Collage today, blocked here for you. Oh, yeah. Where's my pen? Let me write that down. Cool, I'll look at that. Oh, you're welcome. What else do we want to do? I got 13 minutes. Don't make me waste it. Oh, you know what? I can show you some of the haul I got in Chicago while I'm just sitting here, if you think anything else. I got this container for one thing. I thought it would be nice when I go to classes for brushes and stuff, when I have those long handle brushes. And it's got these little compartments on the top to put little stuff in. Which I just happen to have a little travel pack of watercolors that I picked up while I was there also. And used them while I was there. I didn't have one this small and I wanted one. And these are little, I'm doing the Documented Life project. Miko, you mean the bumps on that pink boot piece of art? That was using my heat gun it's a Jody Old technique. I took Jody Old's class in Create a couple years ago. And I, hang on, let me show you guys. Let me pull this back out again and show you what this is. If you guys are talking about this, this isn't a card. This is actually on clay board. That's that hard clay board that can stand up to a lot of heat. And you put layers and layers of silks acrylic glazes over top of this. And I just used several shades of pink that got darker and darker. And when it's, when you're finished, when you like the color, you take a heat gun. And usually, like this one works all the time. Sometimes like the Ranger one and the Martha Stewart one don't work. But it depends where you are. How humid it is, I think, plays into it. But those are bubbles that come up when I heat the glazes. It bubbles it up and just makes everything blister. And it's like three-dimensional bubbles all over it. And these larger bits here were big bubbles. And when they were still warm, I took my thumb and pushed them down so they look like craters. See if you can see that a little bit better. And then I just glued on some steampunk bits that matched, you know, on the boot where I could get them to match. And I like keys, so I put a key on there. And I put some 3D, what's that stuff called? By Viva Decor. It's a 3D gel called Pearl. And then I took, what's that stuff called? Shoot. Treasures. Something Treasures. Treasure Gold. It's like the Inka Gold, but it's a different brand. And that's what the highlights, where I try to hit the high parts of the gold on the ridges and the little bubbles there, kind of highlighted it. And then you take, I'm telling you, my memory, I need help, people. I can't remember a damn thing. Let me see if I got any in here. It's a medium that you pour over it. That makes it that real thick, shiny finish on it and seals everything. Oh, damn, what was it called? That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Ah, crap. Well, I believe I'm out of whatever it was. Daggone it. It was, what the hell was that stuff? Was it pouring medium? Is that what it was? Hang on. I don't know. I'll have to look it up and let you guys know. It was like a self-leveling gel. It's coming back to me. Does that make sense? Anybody know about a self-leveling gel? It's a real clear gel, and you just brush it on, and it seals everything. And actually, the Treasured Gold stuff is on top of that last sealer because I put it on before, and it just brushed it right off. So I waited until I was done, then I put this on the top. But that's what it is. It's not a card. It's clayboard. Decopore. No, I don't know that name. Lucy, I don't know that one. I think it's called Self-Leveling Gel by Golden. I'm pretty sure. That sounds about right. She's all coming back to me now. But anyway, I got these little sticky notes. While I was up there, Dick Blick, and all these little cool colors for my Documented Life Project book. That'll be good for that. And I got this little memo pad. It's like a little adhesive sticky notes. And this little collection of sticky notes. They're all for my DLP project. I'll put them up here in the DLP department. And then I got, oh, here's my famous little concentric circle that I love. Rain, you had this one too. I know. That stamp was $4.79 on there. That heel, click in your heels boot stamp. That's cheap if that wood mounted one was $4.79. You better jump on that puppy. And I got these little neon markers and a couple X-Acto knives because I never have enough of those. Oh, this is exciting. Double-sided tape. Woohoo! Got a couple of these big brushes. There's a guy on YouTube I watch. The links aren't working? Hang on, let me see. Yeah, the links are on. You can put a link in. I don't know why. Looks like it's working. I get my, when I put my cursor over the link up there, I get my my little hand. What's that guy's name? Michael Lang, is it? He does these wild, huge acrylic paintings. And he's got big brushes like this, and he's just all the time just fanning the paint and fanning it and blending it. And it looks so cool. I figured if I got these brushes, I could do it. Oh, you know, that's a crock, don't you? I'll give it a stab, though, one day. Oh, this was just a little from the School of Art Institute of Chicago. A little pencil with an eraser. couple little knives because I can never have enough of those. Couple other catalyst. I know just one other catalyst brush. And this is a good size for, what's that stuff called? Using matte medium and collaging. Thank you. Yep, and some other kind of glue I never saw before, but I thought one can never have enough adhesives. Can one? But I thought that box was a little cute little box, wasn't it? That's what I thought. Oh, you want to see a peek at my next set of stamps I'm going to come out with? They're Dick Blick brand. They're Blick Mega Brushes. This is a size 40. It's a filbert. And this is a size 30 bristle filbert. This is nylon and this is bristle. Okay, I'll show you a little peek, but you can't tell anybody. Because this has some other stencils that aren't out yet. But oh, hang on, I gotta. There they be. See the dangles? You know dangles, right? This is the tribal squares. This is the Outback Star. My hand-drawn poppies. And these are pictograph. The stencil's going to be all of these, but the stamp's going to be one row of these. You know, like this. Each one of those will be a separate stamp. Or you can, when you get the whole thing, you can cut it how you want it. And this is the orb. Remember this little baby here? Orb. That's a piece of the orb, but it's like an orb star. Right? And this one is the pentagons, the wavy pentagons like a border. And this is another of the Outback. It's Outback River, that one's called. This is Square Squared. And the, what I call the puzzle one? I don't know. Something clever, I'm sure. But there you go. That's the next one's coming out. And that's whenever I get enough money to make another plate. So Dreamweaver. So you can get them on wood mount. I'm going to sell them on my Etsy shop. I'm going to order them and sell them on the sheets. Now you can get them wood mount. Of course, they're going to be more expensive. But on the sheets, they each have a number for the design. And if you'd want, say, this stamp on a wood mount, or if you wanted all of them on a wood mount, you could email me or message me on Facebook or whatever, or my Etsy shop, and let me know what number you want and that you want it wood mounted, and I can order that specially for you and let you know what the price is. But I have to, you know, they're all different prices because of the size of the wood that it takes to put on that size stamp. So there's all different sizes. They're not as expensive as I thought they would be. So I think this little goomer's marked up quite a bit, actually. But I loved it and I bought it, so they're selling it. Someone to press rubber stamps for you, Patty. My friend Sharon used to have a place logo. Pam, it's called Rubber Moon. The ones that are making my stamps for me. So, yeah. So there you go. But I like them. It looks so cool to see them, what was in my head and what I did, and then see them like this and see other people using them. When people post on Facebook when they're using my stencils and post pictures out there, I'll be whipping through Facebook. I'm like, screech and go back up. That's my stencil designs. That always tickles me. Of course, I'm so easily entertained. You know what I mean? What are you going to do? I got these little markers. Oh, when I went to Chicago last week, Oh, that doesn't go in there. That was an extra one. Some of my one group at work for Administrative Assistance Day gave me a $250 gift certificate for Dick Blick. Don't you know, it must come from Clean Living. But I get there and there's a 30% sale in the store on everything that's not already on sale. And I even got that on their Golden's paints that are already marked down 40%. Killing. I got $500 worth of stuff that with the gift certificate, no clear stamps. Mine are all red rubber. These little guys, they're Stabilo fine liners, and they're just little neon colors, colored mark, but it was only like $3 or something for this pack of 5. I got this extra because it was teal, a turquoisey teal, so I had to have it. But they're just little fine line markers that look like an old number 2 pencil. I thought they were cute, but they wrote nice, and so I thought I should have those because I deserve it. Oh my God, Dick Blick store. I walk in there and it's like the air's better. Mecca. But so yeah, I got a few paints, but even the Goldens that are 40% off, I got 30 off of those. So it cost me $110 out of my pocket for $500 retail stuff. So I wrapped these all up. I stopped at a store and got saran wrap to wrap these for the plane because I wasn't sure if they were going to make it or not uncapped. And this is how I get them from Dick Blick. So I thought I better do it. I know that Rain, that receipt I took a picture of. What's the font name you use for the pictograms? It's not a font. I drew them. I drew the pictograms. Yeah, the one on State Street in Chicago. Chicago has several of them. But the one on State Street is the one they call their flagship store. The mothership. But that receipt was across a king-size bed. And oh, sweet Lord. But I got some of the 4-ounce. Uh-oh. 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 What happened here? Shit. Uh-oh. Had a little Uzi with something that looks green gold. Damn it. See, even wrapped up like this, it didn't survive the pressure. Oh, that's my green gold airbrush paint. Look at that. Crapola. Good thing I didn't have it in my suitcase. Well, I did have it in with my clothes, actually. But it was in two plastic bags. And son of a gun. I still got some left. You pain in the ass, you. Okay. And this is purple. That one didn't leak, just the green one. Oh, lovely. I know. Now I look like I'm jaundiced. Hang on, get another baby wipe here. Well, luckily, out of all the stuff I had, that's the only one that leaked. Green gold, one of my favorites. Oh, and you know what? Yeah, I know. Purple didn't leak. And then I have these 2 little bottles. But I also got some, I got a set of the Dina Wakley paints too. This isn't all of them. I have some here. I only took these to Chicago with me to play in my room. And, so there you go. There's that. Oh, and you know what? Let me show you these papers I got. I love to get the papers. Where the hell did I put them? Hang on. Oh, sweet Lord, I'm getting too old. Everything hurts. But luckily, I only have to take the medicine that makes me hurt like this for like another like 2.5 years is all. So thank you, Jesus. I've already been taking it for 7.5. I can do another 2.5. So I got this corrugated stuff. Jelly plate. And then I got this little pack of these papers made in Nepal by hand. Kind of a turquoise shaded little number. And this is beautiful. Look at this. Hello, lover. It's going in a collage. And then here are some different script ones. I always like this script stuff. So, who asked me about what font my pictographs were? I don't remember who asked me that. But I have this paper, and I kind of like looked at that and kind of had designs that were kind of on here, but I changed everything and made some different. But I just love that kind of print. I don't know. I don't know why, but I love that print. But that's kind of what gave me the idea for the pictograph one, but I did draw those. These are good for collaging. Get that black font in there. They look really pretty. And some of this gold stuff. And a white one. Was that silver, sorry. And copper, and then this is the gold. And then I got some of these. A bunch of these. These look so cool if you spray these with dilutions. Oh, I wonder where that paper is that I did that with. No telling. But anyway, I got several of these. These are all the same, I think. One of my girlfriends like these too. I'll give her some of these. Those are those. And then I got some of these that have these lines kind of through them with texture. And then this is, I don't know, it's just got fibers all the way through it. Looks really cool. And then this, I had this before and I really liked it, so I got some more. It's got these, I don't know, it's like some kind of paper rolled and these circles, and it's held together by this real fine stuff. I don't know what it's called, but I like that. I got some of those. And then I got this one with this diagonal pattern in it. I thought that was kind of funky, cool looking. Yeah, they do actually in the store. Because, I mean, the big sheets, they're so awkward. And I don't use the big sheets for anything. I tear them up anyway. So, yeah. And I had some of this, and I really liked it, so I got a couple other sheets of it. It's got, I don't know if you can see the fibers in that or not on this camera. These are all from Dick Blick. And this is gold with some fibers over it. A couple of those. Oh, and this, I wish I'd have got more. Oh, I did. I could get 3. Oh, but this is really, really, I want to say paper thin, but I don't think that's the right terminology since this is all paper. But this one with those leaves on it, I thought was really, really yummy and would look pretty in a collage. Oh, I did get 3 of those. And this is kind of wild. So only little strips of this I thought would be kind of A little wild, but I like it. So I got those. Here's another piece of the corrugated. And these they only had in the bigger sheets, but I couldn't resist. These are black and white, but it's got like a gray branch kind of thing that connects the dots. So they look like long stems of something. Got a couple of those because I like my pop of black. And look at this turquoise one with that little black and white in there. I loved you. I think I just got one of those. What the hell happened to that? And then I just got these texture-y papers in my favorites, orange and turquoises. That and all my goldens, I think, was it. And that doesn't really... These are all from Dick Blick. I can give you the number off of them if you see one that you really like. I guess they got numbers on them somewhere. They usually have. Yeah, they do. So if anybody sees one they really like and want the number of it, let me know and I'll try to... I'll give you what I got so you can try to figure it out. I think the big ones... you can get online, and but the 12 by 12s, I don't think you can get them online. That's why I always try to stock up when I get there. I think this envelope punch board, who asked that? Pamela? Hang on. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong column. Yep, 5 by 7. This makes a 5 by 7 card. Using this board, you make your paper size 9.5 by 9.5 and start at score line 4, but that makes a 5 by 7 envelope. Pat Walker, time your trip when a coupon's in effect. So I really made out well with that. But this makes cards up to 11.5 by 11.5. No, sorry. Dumbass, what am I looking at here? Sorry, 6 by 8.5 is the largest card. The largest card size is 6 by 8.5. So this makes the envelope that would accommodate that size card. And to do that, the paper size is 11.5 by 11.5. But this is a handy little tool. I think it's 19 bucks. And if you get it at Michael's and got a coupon. This is by We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch board. I love that little tool. So, I think that's all I got. Oh, look, I'm over in my time. Oh, Lord. Well, luckily, luckily I got cut off. I shouldn't say that, but when I got cut off, it restarted my 3 hours. So, I'm going to buckle up, guys. And for anybody that joined late, hang on one second. Get this rumpling over with. Paper out of my hands, and I'll show you what we did. Hey, little girl, what are you doing? Oh, Lord. So here's what we did today. Playing with my eye stencils that I did the jelly prints with, and then I went back and stamped over them with my PTP Elements, my new rubber stamp line that uses the same elements as the designs on my stencils, so they kind of coordinate. So that's a really good example of one that coordinates. You can see where this was a reverse pull from my Pac-Man from my Orbit stencil, And then I went back with the orbit stamp, which is smaller, so it left that white shape of the orbit around where it got colored in. My favorite. Oh, you're welcome, Joyce. Thank you for sharing your time with me. There's another crazy cleanup print that I just stamped over it in some blue for some contrast. Really like this one. That had the kebab stamp and my Patty's Mark, Patty's Mark stamp on there. And just kind of look kind of shadowed. This was just the cleanup prints off of some of the pulls that I did. And this one, I didn't stamp on any of those. This has the circle infinity and the crop circles on it. And this has the illusions just stamped with the small stamp in between the big stencil. And here's the infinity of my marks. I really like that one. That one's really cute in person. Here's the orbits again, where I stamped on top of that, trying to line it up. And the which way big arrows with the which way little stamps on it. That was just a cleanup pull, I think, with the stamps in black that I put in the paint on the plate. Same here. And there. That's just a reverse, the cleanups. Yeah, that's all just the cleanup stuff that I didn't do yet. But they will probably all turn into cards and envelopes. So, I'm going to take my puppies upstairs and feed us all. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I'll go up and look at all the pre-orders and see what I have, and the best way to follow everything is to follow my Facebook art page, which is Inky Obsessions, and that's where I put everything I do first. And there's picture albums, photograph albums on there of like everything that I do. This current stuff won't be on there, of course, but just about everything I do is on there in different photo albums. And I make my announcements first there. So hopefully the pre-orders will get filled when these are, expect them to come in on Monday. And I'll get them out as soon as I can. I don't know what the shipping is going to be yet, but I'm going to try to make it as actual as it can be. And of course, it'll be different if you bought one sheet or one of each sheet, right? So anyway, stay tuned. More fun to come. But thank you guys for spending a big chunk of your Saturday afternoon with me. Evening, I guess we're into now. Christ, it's 8:18. Good Lord. So, there you go. There's a little card envelope made out of one of them. Thanks, Jamie, again for all night putting all my links up there for me. I appreciate it. Jamie, I hope your husband's doing well. I think about you guys often, actually. You guys have an awesome weekend. And thank you again for joining me and all your support. It really means a lot to me. And Jean, thanks for keeping me straight when I put the damn stamps on backwards. Whew. Lord have mercy. There you go, Pam. Make those retirement cards out of your jelly prints. You bet, you guys. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, good. I'm glad he's doing well, Jamie. That's great. All right, guys. You have a great weekend. And we'll do this again soon. I will get this back up on YouTube. It's going to be in 2 parts because remember we broke down part of the way through there, so it'll be in 2 parts. But thanks everybody. I appreciate the support, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye. And we're out.